What's up, my friends? Welcome back. JonJLevesque here. Today, I am going to share with you a new gadget. I just got the Thrustmaster TMX force feedback wheel set. It comes with the wheel and a basic set of pedals. I'm planning on building a cockpit at some point with the e-brake and the shifter and the clutch and everything. But to start out, I had to pick a wheel base. And so I went with the Thrustmaster TMX because of all the great reviews, the amazing force feedback, and its customizability with add-ons. Let's go ahead and jump in and check it out. I'm gonna take it out of the box, I'm gonna set it up, we're gonna see how it drives. Let's go. Okay, so I've opened up the box, and the unboxing experience wasn't phenomenal. So I mean, it was a couple pieces of cardboard in between the pieces, so I'm gonna spare us that. Instead, we'll talk about the two pieces a little bit before we hook them up. So the wheel base unit, all your force feedback is enclosed here in this head unit, which is why it comes with your electrical plug here. So it will require you to plug it in. It does require external power. It cannot power off of USB alone. But that is an option to hook it up to the system here. You have USB, and then you can actually disconnect this so that you can connect some other things as well. It has its own little connector port for some accessories so that you can hook it into a hub and do some other things with it. But the other thing I'll point out is there's a mechanism here on the bottom that you can crank out, and this is how you're actually going to connect it to things. So you'll go ahead and loosen this up. And then that allows this crank right here to come up and give you some room, because when you think about it, right, you're gonna clamp it onto a desk or onto a stand. See how that it has that space right here now? That's because we unscrewed it. It started out all the way up here, flush with the wheelbase. Now it gives us some room so that we can hook it up. I'll grab the pedals here real quick. And so the pedals have one connection. It looks a little bit like a Cat 5 or an RJ45. It will connect right into your wheel. And so there's a connection spot here right next to your two other connectors. Let me go ahead and show it close to the camera there. And so we can go ahead and plug in our pedals just like so. Boom. And you hear it click in. Now we can go ahead and set this up and test out what it feels like to drive. Okay, so there is something that I feel slightly compelled to warn you about. When you plug in this wheel, it comes to life. You don't have to turn it on. It just happens as soon as you plug it in. It scared the crap out of me the first time it happened, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do it so you can see what happens here. I'm gonna go under the desk and plug it in. Just keep your eye on the wheel here. So that is your force feedback calibration coming to life and it getting its power all set so it knows how much feedback to give you. I just want to go ahead and call that out real quick. A couple other things. Pay no attention to my poor cable management here, but notice what I did is I ran my cables down along the desk and kind of out of the way so that there's nothing right here in my way. They give you a long set, and so I ran my pedals also through the side. So that way they're not in your way. Like when you're trying to drive, right? The last thing you're gonna want is to be messing with wires in the way. Okay, so for my first game here, I am going to play Forza Horizon 4. It's gonna look awesome on my Xbox Series S. It's gonna run at 4K 60. We're gonna go ahead and just downscale to 1080 for the purpose of this video. It's still gonna look buttery smooth, but more importantly, I just wanna see how this thing feels. I mean, wow, even just messing with it here, it actually has some feedback just sitting at rest. All right, let's go and get, you know, you can actually use, there is navigation here on the wheel that you can use, but I mean, I have a controller handy, and so I'm gonna use that for what it was made for. Kick on Forza. I'm gonna throw on my headphones so that I can hear what's happening in the game. All right, here we go. I am very excited, you guys. I've been wanting a wheel for a while. you know, and I looked at some of the other options. There are some very, very expensive options out there, and I am sure that they are phenomenal. But, you know, for $200, all of the reviews and all of the customizability of the Thrustmaster is really what led me to it. The force feedback is some of the best that there is. All the reviewers say it. And also being able to add a shifter, being able to add an e-brake, being able to add an upgraded pedal set, being able to change out the wheel, and just really treat it like a modular system that I can upgrade as I go. That's what I'm most excited about, because it can grow with me. As I want to have more and more of a sim, I can make that happen. All right, let's go ahead and jump into Forza. Oh boy. Okay, good. It wasn't that long. Let's get in nice and tight here. When you're racing, you know, you want to be nice and close. You want to feel that wheel. So here I am. I'm in Great Britain. I am in a, looks like a Mazda M5. No, maybe not. Here, let's find out what car I'm in. Oh, a Abarth Spider. Okay. I can dig it. Here we go. Ready, guys? First try. Whoa. Okay, so I wonder how well you can tell. Like, my hands are pretty much moving in succession with his hands. I'm just gonna get to a road. Alright, now I'm in Great Britain. I gotta drive on the left side. Wow, this feels really good, guys. Like, I want to share my settings with you, because it did take me a little bit of tweaking to set this up to feel this good. Because look at this, like, his hands pretty much match my hands, right? If I'm at 10 and 2, like, look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go into the settings here. Let's see. Actually, they're at home, settings, control settings, wheel. Oh, and then we hit advanced. Okay. This is what I want to show you, okay? So these settings are what I have found and played around with to make this wheel feel perfect for this game, for me. You saw how it matched my hands. That was very much how I wanted to be controlling the car. I want a little bit of looseness in it, but not too much. Like, now here's the thing. I don't have the precise terms for this. I've just played around and figured out what worked well for me. Anyways, I don't have to go through them all. I'll leave them here for a second so that you can be sure to have plenty of time to check them out and make sure that you can get these settings geared in as well for you. And then there's a couple more here. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to assume you saw all of them at the top. And then I'm going to go down here. This one is important. Your wheel rotation angle. This is the last one I'll mention. I like it at 360 degrees. The higher it is, the longer it's going to take to like get your wheel to react with you. So make sure you pay attention to that one. That one is of utmost importance, okay? All right, so now that we've got settings out of the way, back to driving. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a different car, something a little bit faster. Ooh, BMW Z4. I'm going to drive that. That's actually, I would love to own a Z4. They are a beautiful car. And actually, funny enough, one of my oldest favorite racing games, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, had a Z4, and I loved driving it. So I wonder how this will feel. Let's go do a few minutes driving. I'm gonna focus a little more on the wheel and the screen here. Here we go. Maxing it out. Oh, smack head on. I was like a deer in the headlights. Oh man, I'm not doing good here. Let's break this wall. Let's check out some other views. Feels interesting to try and drive the car with the wheel from this angle. I mean, you get more of the picture. You know what I love about this though is as I'm going around the corners, like the wheel is really fighting against me, you know, like it would be if I was trying to keep this car in grip at 70, 80 miles an hour in real life, right? It would be fighting me. You can see that I'm losing the battle often, but it's okay. The feeling of it is phenomenal. You know, I'm not a big fan. I think I'm gonna go back inside the car.
You have arrived at your destination.
This feels way better. Into the lake. So that's what the bottom of a lake looks like. Alright, so I got a fresh car. We are going to go ahead and try out the Acura NSX. It's much faster, and so it's definitely going to be harder to control. We'll see how this goes. Much faster. Holy cow. Woo! I think I just hit a squirrel. Alright, I'm getting better. Car just wants to be angry. Uh-oh. In the hayfield. A farmer's mad at me. Uh-oh. Let's go back out the way we came. I don't want to mess up too much of his hay. It's wheat. Oh, I could buy that house. That's nice. Okay, so. Alright, so I've had a chance to mess around with it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the manual transmission now. and make things even more difficult for myself. Oh wow, manual with clutch, huh? Alright, here we go. Drifting in third! Oh! This car is brutal! This is so fun though. Forgot I was in manual. Alright, I'm in Britain. Get on the right side of the road. Alright, wrong side again. Damn it. Don't let me drive in Britain, guys. Oh! Look at this showing me
That
up!
was the last speed trap you needed to nail to become the new Horizon speed trap hero. I was going to use your latest photo as a souvenir, but it's pretty blurry.
Man, that dude just came by me like I was sitting still in his super Ferrari, huh? Come on! Oh. I almost saved it. Oh! Awesome. Okay, so that was the Thrustmaster TMX force feedback wheel. Took it out of the box, showed you how it gets put together, played some Forza on it, and although I am not great now because I just got it, I can tell you what, I will be a master. So, if you want to play some racing with me, I went ahead and dropped my gamertag down in the description. Go ahead and shoot me a line, say you saw the video, say you want to race me in my wheel, and it will be on. Other than that, go ahead and click like, make sure that you get subscribed so that you don't miss another video. Otherwise, leave me a comment and let me know what you want to see next. Alright guys, much love from me. I'll see you in the next one.